up the dishes and chopsticks. I lace up my shoes and take off my gray-blue cycle, pushing the door open. A cool air poured in. The weather is particularly. The sky is that kind of complete blue, like a piece of wool spread from the top of the head to the skyline without a single flaw. White clouds are in the sky, piled up in clusters. It seems that someone dried a bed full of clothes last night. The sun shines through the cracks in the clouds, shine on the wet asphalt road. The road surface is shiny. I got into my car, and the wheels began to turn. The exterior walls of the old residential buildings, it turned slightly yellow after a while. The breakfast shop on the first floor has been opened, and the white and the sweet aroma of soy milk and the burnt aroma I rang the bell twice to get through the sound, like a swimmer in a grassy channel. At the first intersection, the red light, there's an electric car parked next to it. And the girl was picked. I am seriously eating the corn. The man looked down at her. The light in his eyes was gentle. I remember my daughter eating buns in the back seat of my car when she was a child, eating a mouthful full of oil. I took a tissue. She tilted her head to hide, giggling. The green light is on. I take it back and move after the intersection. The road, the sycamore trees on both sides, the branches and leaves are intertwined to form a green. Daylight leaks through the leaves, painting the ground with changing light spots. I rode neither fast nor slow. The chain rattled. It's a little in tune with the beat of the heartbeat. At this moment, I feel like I am one with the car. It is also integrated with this road, and there is a gentle slope ahead. I put a little force on it, and I lean forward a little bit, right to the half slope. There is a small park by the road. The roses are in full bloom, with dew hanging on the petals, shining. An old lady sat on the bench, all white hair, wearing a short-sleeved shirt with white flowers on a blue newspaper on my lap, eyes in the distance. There is a faint smile on the corner of the mouth. I don't know what she's looking at. I just think her posture, that quiet beauty, like a faded old painting. Across the park, you're on the longest straight on your commute. On both sides are office buildings, with glass curtain walls and they put the clouds in the sky. I sometimes think about the people who work in the building. Look up and see the sky outside the window. Do you also feel that today's clouds are perfect, or are they too busy to even look up? Just as I was thinking, a bunch of flowers fell from the locust tree, fell right into my car basket. Flowers are white and green, little petals next to each other, like children huddled together whispering. I pinned it between the handlebars. When the wind blew, the flower string swayed gently. At this time, the journey was about half. I slowed it down a bit. Sweating slightly, blown by the wind, cool and comfortable. Breathing is even, heartbeat is steady. The whole person is in a kind of half-relaxed and half-alert state of alert, is paying attention to road conditions. It's the string in my heart that's loose. In a morning like this, naturally loosened. I suddenly remember when I was studying many years ago. Stayed at school during the summer vacation and didn't go home. Every evening I ride a battered old bicycle. Ride aimlessly along the river embankment. That day is often so blue, river wind blowing, reeds shaking. I lost track of time while riding. I turned around in the daze until the street light came on. At that time, I felt that the future was as far away as clouds in the sky. Looking back now, that cloud has long drifted away. And I have come to a point where I used to feel far. Ride forward, the roadside is lively, and the vegetable market. The door is full of cars. People come in and out carrying bulging plastic bags, turquoise vegetables, red tomatoes, white tofu. A young woman is squatting at the door picking lychee. The lychee seller shook his fan and waited with a smile. Fireworks coming, fishy smell, vegetable leaf smell, sauce smell, mixed together, but it makes people feel at ease. An elderly couple in front, each riding an old-fashioned bicycle. From time to time, turn your head and say two words. The old lady has a handful of green onions and a few loofahs. The old man has a bag of rice tied to the back seat of his car. The car behind goes over. They are not in a hurry. They are still leisurely side by side. I followed it for a while, and I felt inexplicable envy in my heart. At the corner, I go over on the left. I heard the old man say, "Go back and stew a soup of loofah, sweet." The old lady gave a sound, her voice warm and soft, like today's sunshine. Turning the corner, the building of the unit is already faintly lit. I slowed down to try to blow this wind a little longer. The clouds are thicker than when they went out, but they are still lumpy. Closer together, slowly moving west as agreed. I parked my car in the carport. He looked down at the locust flower on the handle. The petals were slightly curled, but the sweetness is still there. I plug the flowers and place them gently on the collar. Maybe the next person to park will see it, maybe not. But it doesn't matter, I've seen it today. Enough God sings blue skies, white clouds, green trees, red roses, and those who meet on the road. And they each have their own smoke. Let me see life as it is. Before entering the office building, I looked back at the sky again. The clouds are still there, walking slowly, like a group of travelers who are not in. I feel like one of them too. From this end of the morning, slowly move towards that end. The moment the elevator doors closed, I took a deep breath. Today's ride was great.